right? I'm fine. I'm cancer-free. You don't have to worry about me one bit. Okay? All good. More funny stories, but I think we should get to singing. Yeah, this is all right. We could just, but let's not. No, let's not. I missed you all. I can't wait to hear you. I'm so excited that you're going to international. That is just so cool. But let's go to regional first and show off. You want to do that? Yes. The name of the category is Showmanship. Not choreography. Now raise your hand if you're new and we've never met.
But they know you more if they ever thought they were going to, you know?
Wow.
Are
What's
they
your name?
cute?
I'm Christy.
How are you?
Great, thank you.
Hi, Julie. Dolls, and I don't like you. So are you sure we have to mention your baby for you? Maybe it's one of those faces. Maybe in a past life. Or
She's a regular Florence
let's
Nightingale.
just be best friends. What a pretty name. That's lovely. For us. Hi. I knew you were new. You found your home. I can tell you belong in the front row. You're so cool. Okay, I have that, like, it's not a dress, but it's a top, but we could just, if the quartet perhaps came out. We'd be a really cute quartet class too. Oh, and matter two, overtones, they have polka dot jackets, like jackets, so we can grab two of them and have a quartet. Problem is, we're posting the same part, but all we use is switch. Anybody else?
Cromwell, you need Cromwell.
Where's Robin? Hi, Robin.
Hi, how are you?
You're good. You look familiar too. Yes. It's just a beautiful, beautiful face. This is
How
so.
many of you have just met Lynne once? 4. One time 4.
Only once? Was it? Oh, no.
It was a long one.
Was it a long one? Was it all day or something? No. Well, anyway. So all of those new people that have never met me before, I just have one question for you. What did they tell you about me? Did they warn you? Did they warn you?
Yes.
Oh God, if it was Judy, I'm in trouble. They wear their extra comfy shoes. Wear your extra comfy shoes. Okay, and this is if you learn nothing else from me, and you will, we're going to have fun. If you learn nothing else, the most important thing I want you to know that I teach is that the name of the category, the best category, happens to be my area of expertise, and it is the best category anyway, is showmanship, not choreography. That's what I want you to know. And all of you members, you know I'm not talking to just the brand new people. I'm reminding you as well. Because we spend so much time focusing on that darn choreography, which we need to do. We want to get it right, and we want to have a great plan that enhances the music. But the goal in the end is to not do a performance of arm movements, of beautiful planned choreography. No audience ever walked away entertained saying, that was great choreography. I love that move. Do you see what I mean? They're entertained when they're moved by you telling the story from your heart. From you putting all of yourself into every song we sing, because every song we sing is a story. It tells a story. And whatever that story is, whether it's about love, whether it's about fun, girls just want to have fun, romance, whatever it is, you want to tell that story as honestly as you can. And that, my friends, is the showmanship category. There is no choreography category. So shall we play? Okay, I can't wait to hear it.
Right, so just remember where we left off last week, and that's where we're about to start.
Okay, I just have that one light I'm trying to get out of.
Yes, it'll go eventually.
I know, it'll go soon. I'm just missing some.
Right, are you ready?
Ellen or you? Is it right? Good. Up.
Here I am in love again, once again. Never say never again, again. Here I am in love again, head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I said I'd never. Oh my baby, I'm telling you true. Oh, I walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. Hasty wasn't I? Oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, hell of a sky. I'll never say never again, again. 'Cause here I am in love again, hopelessly in love again with you. Oh my, baby, it's true. I walked away and said so long, gotta bounce. I was strutting, proud and strong. I'm out to do right and I was wrong. Now I'm back once again, back where I belong. I'll never say never, say never, say never. Thought that I was ever so clever. Here I am in love again with you. Oh, only you. Never, never say never to love again. Never again, never again, never again.
Sounding wonderful. I cannot believe there are that many new voices up there. So well done, ladies. Sounding really great. I know it's a song you're pretty familiar with, most of you. But still, you kept the integrity of the sound, which is wonderful. I'm so pleased about that. I really am. New people, you'll just keep working at it. I know it's a little different, the barbershop craft, but we've all been there, haven't we? Yes? 47 years, I think, for me in the City of Adelines this year. So, yeah, I remember walking into my first Adeline course thinking that I knew everything. And you know, found out I knew nothing. But that was what kept me, because I loved the difference in the barbershop craft of singing and learning it and practicing it. It's not like anything else you've sung before. So hang in there and have some fun, and let the fabulous leaders in this course and Carolyn teach you what you need to know. You're in a lucky place. Now, when I look at the visual plan, I think it was nice. Well, in my estimation, it's not really a huge compliment. But you're not surprised, are you? No. And so here's what I want you to think about, whether you're new or not. I don't care how long you've been in here. What we have to try to accomplish is rehearsing at 100% of what we have to do. Not waiting for the performance, not waiting for the big show, not waiting for because your success happens here every week. This is where it happens. This is where you win or lose, and whether you're repeating or not. This is where you succeed, whatever that means to you. I just like entertaining audiences. I don't really care that much about those judges. Did I say that? Well, most of them are my friends. So we don't. We want to entertain. They're just people, and they just want to be entertained too. And so that means that you have to do it here. And whether you're new and don't really know what you're doing or not, well, the favorite thing I learned as a new student Adeline was to fake it till I made it. Fake it till you make it. That's what I was told. Fake it till you make it. Have more fun. I don't care if it's right. Have more fun. That will already start you towards being a great performer, okay? So I want you to kick up your energy. I know it's a hot night in the old town tonight. And I want you to kick up your energy. I want you to treat these songs, and we'll stick with you up to for a little bit tonight. I want you to treat this song like it's brand new for you too. For those of us who've been doing it for a while, it starts to get autopilot. And then it never moves forward, and then it never gets better, considerably better. You see what I mean? And so you can't go on autopilot. You have to. I'd like you to sing it this time, and I'd like you to think about every single word you're singing and what it means, and how you perform to tell the story, not to do the choreography. Not to even, I don't even care if you're thinking about singing better. I want you to think about showing anyone out here, you happen to have a lovely audience tonight, showing us the story. And is it fun for you? What does it mean to you? How much fun is it for you? Let's see it. I can't tell you how much I love this bag, but I have to remove it.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of this shoulder for tonight, but I can't wait to use it officially. Thank you. I just want to look at it. Gosh, that's cute. There you go. Okay, here we go. You're going to have more fun with this.
Lay down and feel really wobbly.
Here you go. Wait a minute. I want you to have more fun with that. The song started, I heard something, I saw something. So how can you present that? What does that mean? Listen? Did someone say listen? It means listen. You want your audience to pay attention. When you sing that, is that what you're thinking? Trying to get their attention? What else are you thinking? Energy. Energy will help to help get
To start up the song.
never hurts to think about energy.
I just want them to put down their phone when they hear that and look at us. That's what I'm imagining.
And again, it sounds like you're all on the same page. You're looking for ways to make everybody want to be with you. Do you see what I mean? So you cannot sing that or look nice. Nice is not going to get me excited. Sparkle in my eye, let me out in my feet. Do you see what I mean? I mean, ants in your pants. What is this?
That's fun.
Thank you. No ants in your pants. We like to talk about your shorts on fire. Okay? Get your shorts on fire.
Does that mean like we have to move?
I think if you want to create more energy, that means more movement. But, thank you for asking that question, don't move just because movement creates energy. Move in a way that feels right, that has to do with what you're about to sing in this song. Okay? Excellent question. Okay, thank you. Who didn't think that was different? Anybody? You all knew it was different, didn't you? How was it different? Gotta analyze what you did so you can do it again. What did you do to make that different? Do you know? Try to think about it. Try to analyze it. What do you think you did? Anybody?
Same word, Shane.
Yes, you did sing in more tune because it had more energy.
I was kind of thinking of it like on your marks, get set, go. So
Oh.
it's like here, it's like get set, you know, and then.
I love. Look at this face. Say on the mark and say go. What were you thinking? Show us again.
Oh, well, the pitch part's like on your mark, and then when you go here, it's like get set, and then go.
Did you see that energy in that face that said, "I'm ready to go"? Are you? You see, that's what that said to me. I'm so excited. Let's go. Right? Anybody else want to share what you did that worked?
I think it's just being more mindful of
where we're at.
So you just need a large woman in front of you every week who is reminding you, a really beautiful large woman, reminding you that that's the goal. I would love to tell you, Shirley, that that's a great answer. But you're right she's right in that we need that kind of motivation and we need that reminder, don't we? You're absolutely right about that. But what I want you to do is take it on, and I want you now, not Shirley, I want each and every one of you to be your own motivator, to ask yourself to do it. Do you see what I mean? To say, oh, if I want this audience to be with me, then I've got to really pump this up. So you see, that's twofold, and Shirley is right about the first half of it. The second half is, it's up to you, because it's not her job. She's got too many things she has to do. Do you see what I mean? Her energy helps us, and her face helps us, but that's the kind of thing we've got to put on our list of things to do. Well said.
I always try to think about the phrase that we're about to say when I wakes up the brain about what you're going to do here.
I think Robin makes a great point here, because pitches, when we take the pitch for a song, it really is not a message, is it? It's a vowel. It's usually a vowel. And so how do I treat that? Well, I do the same thing you do, Robin. I treat that sound as if it's the first thing I'm about to say in the song. The first message of the song is the same message in that pitch. I think that's a great tool. Anybody else?
That energy was connected. It's far more connected.
So, Judy points out that energy is shared, and that it's definitely something we feel. And I think that every single person, every minute of every day, is either contributing to the energy in the room or sucking it out of the room. We have times during the day where we do both. We don't want to suck it out of the room on purpose. But there are times, probably when I was spread eagle in the airport, I was not creating a lot of energy. Do you see what I mean? And then there are times where I'm excited and pumped up like now, and I think that there's energy coming from me just because I'm excited to be with you and watching what you're achieving already. You have a choice. And when you do add to the energy, everyone feels it. And man, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It rubs off. That's the best part about energy. You were going to say?
I was actually going to say, I felt like an energy towards you, like drawing when it's the audience.
That is, so you actually even took it to the audience. Let's use their energy too, right? We kind of pump, it's a synergy. We pump them up. In barbershop, one of the things we think about is if you'll bring all of your energy, even though you have an audience, to your director, and then it prisms through your director out to the audience. They respond and send it back.
I'll be false basically.
It's not going to go. And so it's great that we understand that includes our audience as well. Gosh, this is great stuff. Anything else? Yes.
I'm just excited to be here.
And that does rub off, doesn't it? Let's just do it again. Let's think about some of those great ideas you just had.
Here I am in love.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate so much how you repeated that, and it probably was even better than the time before. Now you're going to watch for a tiny little trap. Any of you remember what it is? A trap that we fall into right after we sing the pitch.
We drop.
Correct. And so what happens is there's this tiny little space. It hardly seems worth mentioning, but there's tiny little space between the end of the pitch and before you breathe and sing the beginning of the first line. And you just got me where you wanted me, and then you went. Thinking that you were preparing yourself. but that's the wrong way to do it. You've got to stay here, stay up. You got me right where you wanted on that pitch. Stay in that energized, upward feeling connection with the audience. Breathe up here and sing. Don't let it down.
Here I am in love again.
Yeah, there's one more thing we'll add to this. Excellent, excellent. Did you feel the difference? It's just very tiny. But do you know what that tiny little thing did? It scored just some points. It showed the difference between an experienced course and not. Do you see what I mean? A tiny little thing like that is a higher level skill. It's a higher level skill that some have achieved and some aren't there yet, that's all. And so I want you to show that off. I want you to show that, and I want you to remember what Shirley said, because it's up to you. It's up to you, it's up to you, it's up to you, it's up to you. To remember that as often as you possibly can and make it autopilot. Make those good things autopilot. Now I stopped you because one of the things that can also add great energy to the sound, there's visual energy and there's vocal energy. Pretty important skills in our craft. Vocal and visual. One of the things that will enhance the vocal energy, and wait till you see your director get excited, is if you would use your body language through your hydraulics. Anybody have a clue? Yes, I think they've heard hydraulics before. I saw new people immediately. and so if you will take that pitch and you'll start here and you'll use that muscle and drive that sound up with your body language, watch the sound soar. Watch Carolyn's face. How did that feel? Did you feel your neighbors going with you? Yes? Yes? Did that help a little bit? Did that rub off a little bit? It's kind of hard, you know, you can't always feel the people behind you, but everyone behind you can see everybody in front of you. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those sort of visual reminders, too, that we're adding a truckload of energy through our body language. And then the sound soars as well. Well done. Put that on your list.
Here I am in love again, once again.
Well done. That was hot. That was really hot. Here I am in what again? Oh, my favorite subject. It's Valentine's Day. Tomorrow. And so is it Valentine's Day in America? Tomorrow.
The next day.
Okay, I better remember when I have to. So love is a very expressive word that it's what I call a word that feels. Okay? A word that feels is a word that you, the performer, you know exactly what it means and how it feels. And guess what? Every single person in your audience knows. Do you know what love means? Do you know how it feels? I know you're kidding. Right? Okay. So, good thing it's not mine. So, love is a word that anytime you sing the word love, and as an audience member, I'm going to be disappointed if I don't see on you what love looks like and feels like, because I know. Do you see what I mean?
Here I am in love again, once
Thank you. That was good. That was so good. Wasn't that good? Was that good for you? say once again. When you say once again, what does that mean to you? Once again. You're repeating once again. Once again as if I've been there 8,000 times and here we go again, I'm scared to death. Or once again like, oh yeah, baby. I just showed you what it was like and you know what I mean? What does it mean for you? She brings back the once just a little bit, don't you? Once, she brings that back just a little bit softer. Once, so what does that mean? Yeah. Oh, Ross has to go. Take care of yourself, Ross. Take care of yourself. Okay. Okay. Take care, don't overdo. Listen to me. As if I've ever listened to that advice. Okay. That's why I'm so here. So do you see? I think you bring it back, and then it has to be just a little bit more what? Tender, romantic, sort of quietly excited, heart palpitating inside, and then once again, and then you explode. The love explodes. Your heart just like bursts by the end of that final phrase. But why did the arranger and the lyricist, when they wrote the music, feel the need to say once again? See, have you thought about that? Or are you just singing, or are you just repeating once again? Let's make it have a purpose.
Here I am in love again, once again.
Okay, I'm just going to stop you just to tell you that was fabulous. Fabulous. Stop and do this. Go. I can't do this. That was fabulous, you. Really singing something that meant something to me this time. So different than the first time you sang it. And yet, you didn't learn anything new. I didn't teach you any new skill. I just mentioned a few things that you bought into. Do you see what I mean? It wasn't something you had to learn how to do. You know how to do this. It was just you focusing more on the story and what you wanted your audience to know more by making that more important to you. Let's ask Carolyn. So when they do that, did the sound? Is it different for you? What is different for you?
Yeah, there's more colour and texture in the sound, and you had more variety in your dynamics because you had the emotional pain behind it. So it wasn't just a crescendo; it was a crescendo because it came from within. Quite good.
I think that what directors love, and what you may not know because their job is to focus a bit more, particularly in the early stages of learning a song, on the technique. But the repeat on once again and the dynamic plan that it had, she didn't say to herself a long time ago, oh, this would be a nice place for a soft. Oh, and then that would be a nice place to have it grow. It was because of the story. The story required it. Do you see what I mean? We've got to make that connection between the music, the interpretation of the music, and how you want to tell it. You all told it brilliantly with a very, very strong unit. That was awesome. I'm going to let you go on this time. Do you believe me?
Now I know this is the category of showmanship.
Yes.
And that had a lot of that.
But did you want to fix something?
We have no choreo there, but that's okay?
I'm okay with that right now.
Okay.
I'm okay with that right now.
Because that's a new introduction. We did a different
I noticed. I actually did notice, and I noticed that it didn't have any plan. And I'm okay with that right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just making sure you were
It's not that I might not throw
You might have
something
noticed.
in, but not right now.
Okay, that's good. Here we go.
Here I am in love again,
The same concept we talked about in that tiny space between the pitch and the first line of the song happens at the end of the intro. We can't just drop where you, I mean, you just took me to a really exciting place again. It's beautiful. I'm really excited about how in love you are again. I really am excited, and I can't wait to hear more. Unless you do love again. I'll never say never. You can't drop it and then go back to it. The story never ends. On occasion, this is a skill very unique to the barbershop craft. On occasion, sound stops. Stops when you breathe. Stops maybe for some of us when somebody else has a hiccup. Right? It stops, sometimes we put a pregnant pause in just for effect. There's often times that sound stops, but the telling of the story never, ever, 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 ever stops.
Here I am in love again, once again. Never say never again. Here I am in love again, head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you are.
Well done, thank you. Well done. Front row, is this new to some of you and you haven't been told when to go or whose turn it is or, okay, I got that. So maybe I'll spend a few minutes with the front row if we take a quick break or something, okay? I won't bother the chorus with it right now. Much better at filling that space. Good job, good awareness there. Now, I talk about another skill in the showmanship category, but it's a skill that's really more about, again, a higher level of performance. In our scoring system, there are 3 skills. There's 4 judges, do you know that? 4 judges, 4 different categories. Each of them have a set of criteria they're judging about the song. But there are 3 skills that are on each of their score sheets that are the same. They are all scoring, all 4 judges, vocal skills, energy, unity. All 4 judges have those 3 things. So I'm now talking about unity, which means it must be pretty important because all 4 judges are taking a look at it, okay? So when I watched you now being very natural and playful at the beginning of this song, and you were doing, you know, your own thing and telling the story in your own way, and I absolutely loved it. And then I look around and I'm slightly distracted by the unit. What I mean by that is there are some of us who find this performance side of what we do very natural. My mother said I came out this way. It's not something I had to practice or learn, quite frankly. I just am. So I'm not terribly proud of it. I'm really proud of those of you who this is not natural for, who this is not comfortable, because you have to work much harder at it to create unity. Because there are those of us who, without thinking, never say never again, because here I am in love again, all over again. Do you see what I'm saying? And then there are those who are praying that they're smiling. Please, God, can I just look at you right now? Do you see what I mean? Now that creates a lack of unity. So what happens? How do we solve that problem? Well, you're going to start being more observant about what's happening around you. You have to work in your neighborhood. You have to start feeling the energy of the people around you. Are they using a little bit more? Am I using a little bit more? Do you see what I mean? And And what can I do to create a stronger unit? I've got to be a little bit more aware of what's happening around me. If I'm a person who's newer at this or a little uncomfortable or it's not quite natural yet, and I'm stuck standing next to TJ, I'm in trouble. So she said sorry, but we don't want her to say sorry. We want to say thank you for helping me to get better and feel comfortable. And what you said about energy rubbing off on people, this will rub off on each other too. When I find that when I perform next to somebody like that, it makes me feel okay to do it. I don't feel so weird like I'm sticking out. Do you know what I mean? Because I think that's what it is. It's more a fear of, well, I don't want to be weird or stick out, right? So now I want you to do this again, and I want you to think about how you fit into this unit and what could you do to strengthen it, to strengthen what's happening around you. You ready to try it? Have fun. You know what? You could go past the intro if you'd like.
Are you sure?
No. Whatever you like.
We'll try.
Here I am in love again, once again. Never say never again. Here I am in love again, head over heels in love again with you, my baby. Nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I said I'd never do. Oh my baby, I'm telling you true.
Well done. So what did you notice? What did you notice? That was a pretty strong unit. Wasn't it? What did you notice? Does anybody want to share what they noticed? Say again. They flow together a lot more because you were all moving together a lot more, weren't you? Yeah. Did anyone notice this time that they were doing a lot more or a lot less? Anybody want to admit that? Because we don't care. You can't do anything wrong. What did you find?
doing more between these two.
So you said, oh, I better kick it up. I don't feel like I'm moving as much. That is what we are looking for. Okay, that kind of awareness. Sarah, did you do the same?
Yeah, and because I'm a teacher and I'm so aware that I might just totally stuff up.
You can't stuff up.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought I'm just going to do it.
I love hearing you say that because, ladies, please believe me. Please believe me. You cannot do anything wrong. This is not rocket scientists. We're not going to fire you. You're You're so helpful. I was talking about while we're learning and growing and rehearsing.
All right. Okay. Yes.
And the truth is really the only thing you can do wrong is not try something new. And I think not have fun. Those are the two things I think you must do. You're constantly trying something new. Do you know how many times I have been on a riser?
How did you?
It's not the problem now. I didn't, but I took a piece of the butterflies. That was interesting. I can't tell you how many times I've been on a riser, and I have, even though this comes natural to me, let's try something new. I don't want to get on autopilot. I'm going to do something different there. And I'm not kidding, ladies. Afterwards, I went, don't ever do that again. That was stupid. You know what I mean? Well, I tried something, and that's all that really matters. Until I found the thing that felt really right, really comfortable, and fit well with everybody around me. You do realize how smart you are. Every single thing I have suggested you do so far, you just did because you were asked. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Here I am in love again,
Robin just happened to catch my eye because she was so darn cute. I mean, that's really the reason that she caught my eye. So the thing that Robin did was when we got to them, we're just going to do it for the course of just a moment. The thing that she did was when we got to the peel off and it was her turn, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The attention was drawn to her because she was distinctly different than doing planned choreography. So I'm going to show you. Robin, come here, stand side by side with me. We're going to do, what is the move? I never. Is that it? Okay, and then put your hand on your hip or something. Oh, okay, we gotta go this way. Gotta go this way. So this is the right, it's like that, right? Okay, now, Robin's gonna do it the way she always does. And you're going to see showmanship. I'm going to do choreography. Ready? Can we start singing it just from there?
Yeah.
Or me in the first verse?
Yes. Listen to the picture, please.
Two, three, four.
Let's say never again, again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again.
Did you see?
Yeah.
What was the difference?
Sexy.
Yes.
She was precise.
Well,
She was precise.
she was precise. It's my turn. I'll take my turn. Do you, right? Where I just went, it's my turn. Do you see what I didn't move. I did the correct move. I did forget to put my hand. But do you know what I mean? But the difference, what else did you see different? I'll let you tell me. She used every single part of her body she could think of to use, right? For Robin, it was not just a body pivot with a fist on the waist. She had to use her head, she had to lift herself up and put herself down again. Do you see
typical you, Robin.
well, we all know this comes natural for Robin. Do you know what I mean? This is, but I want you to see the difference. And so that you can work at, now I'm not asking you to be Robin. I'm really not. I want you to use your own personality. You know what the character is. That's not what I'm pointing out. I'm just pointing out the difference between going all the way with it and really taking charge when it's your turn, particularly on a peel-off. When it's a peel-off, we want to really draw attention to your turn, your turn, your turn. Do you see what I mean? You want the audience to really feel that rhythmic contagion coming down the risers, as opposed to just good choreography. I am officially doing the move. Do you see what I mean? Or, your turn.
And you do need to know that Robin's worked really, really hard at this. It's not natural.
She looks like a
And she looks like a natural. Now, when she first came to chorus,
Come here and speak to that. Tell them so they can relate. What was it like for you when you first came?
It was really hard, and I thought, big idiot. I'm just going to put a bag on.
she's still with her head down. It's very hard to believe.
Did you feel uncomfortable or?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't want to draw attention to yourself
No.
anyway.
And how does it feel now?
It's good. It makes sense.
It makes more sense.
It's wrong to not move. Just
You see, she's come to the other side. Now she can't do it without it feeling right. Do you see what I mean? You'll get there. If you're not there now, that's okay. You'll get there. But you have to fake it till you make it. And you have to know what you're going for. And I want you to use your own personality. Okay, here we go.
From the net or from the intro?
I think if we could start from there so we can move forward.
It's not a tune, it's all flat.
Never say never again, again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody
when they walk out, it's you that's supposed to go with them. Fake it, just go.
Just walk out.
Just walk, go.
No, when you see Jackie and Robbie
Jackie
go.
goes out, you go, and Ron goes out.
And it's you two, Ginny. You go yet? No, your first time there. You're whenever Jackie goes, what do you go on?
Second.
Oh, second one.
They all go.
That one. When do you go out?
No. Who's,
Never.
okay, who was, raise your hand if you were going out.
First or second? It used to always.
First, who's going out first?
TJ, you're first. Oh, Lisa, go yours first. That's it?
You're first.
Okay.
Raise your hand high, you're first. Yes. Then the rest of you go second. Okay, we'll clean it up later.
They don't know what they're doing with
It
it.
doesn't matter, make it up right now. I just want them to get the idea of when they slide inside out. Now, wait a minute. Here's why I stopped you. Something happens in the sound, something in the flow. Something happens in the lyric flow. It gets choppy when it wasn't choppy before. It's somewhere in the middle of this thing.
Oh, yes.
There's something in the middle of this thing. Tell me what you know what the issue is. What do you think is happening?
I think
The turn is mucking him up?
There's no breath on the turn, but we're breathing.
There you go.
Okay, there's no breath on the turn, listen to me, but
Here I'm kissing you. What is it?
Here I'm
Again, here I'm kissing you again. So it's from the again to the here. There's no breath, but we go here I'm kissing. So there's a
I'll never say never again.
yes, here I'm kissing.
Are you pivoting on that here? Yes? Who knows this move? Shelley, have you got it? Do you know this move? I know, it's hard to know where you are.
The one with TJ flipped last week on.
TJ, do you know where it is?
I can't remember.
Should we go from the
TJ and Shelley, come on now, come on, let's work this out together, please. Let's sing it so I can see what's happening with the girls will try to help. Girls, you'll know once you get into it.
while, let's do it again. Get it straight away.
Let's say never again, again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the
Okay.
thing.
That was, they did it right.
No, but it was what I observed was that all you did was put the hand up on here. Is that correct? That requires also turning your body? You already have turned your body.
And then we just.
Oh, that's right. And then you place this, but where is the breath or not? No breath when the hand comes up. No breath when the hand comes up. Try it.
Well done, Roy. Good playing. Jackie, you said it. Oh, no, it's not right. Cheryl, you said it right. Jackie, you said it right. There we go. So listen, TJ.
Never say never again, again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I
That was
said.
it, and there was no interference.
Yeah, we've bothering Lee for a long time.
Well, but it needed to be identified because it was affecting the music. It is. So how many can tell me? Were you breathing in your hand? Were you breathing there? Was that some of us were? Some of us were. Some of us were. So this should not be too difficult because the way I understand it is we're like this. Is that correct? We're like this, and all we have to do is lift up the hand on here. You don't have to change your body angle. You just have to lift up your hand on the shoulder. Is that correct?
Yes.
on here and not breathe. No one gets to breathe. Where do they get to breathe?
After the age of
It's a while back.
No,
Not until they come back. Okay, it's not until this line is over.
Okay. TJ was
Oh, okay, good. After your bottom, you have a bottom?
Butter flick, apparently.
Okay, well, I don't know if I were you. That's cute. I want to do that. That's really, really cute. So could we just talk it through? Could you just talk it for us? Okay. Okay. Ladies, you perform while we talk.
Again with you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing. So after the thing, just before the that, so you get a breathe. That's just the thing.
Yeah. Now, could I have the two of you come a little bit closer together? A little bit closer. Go ahead with the director. Won't mind if you're in front for just for a few minutes. Okay. And now, when they perform this for us this time, they're going to do what they always do, which is what we were talking about with Robin. The difference between if I was the one just doing choreography, and I'm sorry, this arm is not working very well, but if I just put my arm there, and if I just pulled my body back, and I don't know what happens next, and I just came forward again, something like that, is it?
Yeah.
If I just did the actual choreography move, there'd be nothing, I'd still be doing the choreography move. But every single one of those needs your personality. It needs to have the fun. It needs to have the Robin. Right? Let's try it. You two do it in front of them so they can
But
watch.
TJ, what do you call it?
Someone call it a butt flick.
A butter flick. We've now got the Robin. Yo.
Really, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm telling you, it's her personality.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we all have to do it. I didn't want you to look exactly like Robin. I just wanted you to see how much personality she put in it. This is her addition of personality that makes it more fun, more exciting. Each of them put their own personality in it, so will you. Okay? Yes, thank you. What'd you observe?
It's kind of micro movements. I'm kind of, you know what I mean? They sort of
I
do
do know
the
what you mean.
movement, but they do it with a few little micro movements that make it super
Now, you know,
cool.
I love the way you describe that because I have not ever really heard it said that way, but you are really tearing this apart in detail, which is great.
Look at me baritone.
Baritone.
She's the best.
I'm shocked. I'm sorry that you put Kate in the wrong part today, because that was such a great baritone description. Yeah, so you're absolutely right. In other words, there's just like when you sing a note. Let's say you sustain a note. Within that note, there's stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's not ever just flat sound. It has resonance. It has lifts. It rides the wave. When you do a move, when you put your arm up, there is stuff in between where it starts here and where it lands there. Do you see where there's opportunity for stuff? No stuff. Stuff. Do you see what I'm saying? No stuff. Stuff. Excuse me? No stuff. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just asking you to put your own stuff in there, girls. Try again, and we'll put you back on the risers. Thank you for helping. And remember, no breath. definitely added more stuff, each and every one of you. How many of you have noticed that with everything we talk about in the addition of your personality and making them truly about the story, that it requires more stamina? Yeah, did you notice that? Wow, even an old, experienced person realized that it takes more energy, because it does. And here's the trick that we have to remember. You see, a director is going to be sad if we add so much energy in our performance that we are not prepared to do. We have not got ourselves, we haven't done it often enough to be prepared to do that and still sing well. Then we can't do it. We're not going to forsake great singing for more stuff. Are you with me? So that's why I ask you to remember that you've got to give your all at every rehearsal. This is where it happens. This is where you build your stamina. This is where you find out when you need more. This is when you find out how to add more personality and more stuff and still be able to sing well. I've got to really be sure I know exactly where I breathe, and I've got to be sure to get a really good breath when I do get a chance. You see what I mean? Or I won't be able to have this much fun when I perform. These are the skills that higher level choruses show off. Would you like to show that off? Then promise yourself that you will put 100% in every rehearsal, whether I'm in front of you asking you to or not. Ask it of yourself. Let's try it again. We'll go on. Good.
Same spot, please.
I did notice that we're getting a little slower. Yeah.
I know you're thinking about stuff, but
Yeah, they are.
I know it's not.
But they can do tempo also.
That'd be good.
Very smartly interpret this the way the story goes. Hello, and you start this wonderful ride where you say, "I never say never again because why?"
Here I am alone again.
And then what?
Head over heels and rollicking with you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I said.
Keep going.
Oh baby, I'm telling you true. Oh, I walked away and said goodbye.
Then what?
It's tasty was a time. Oh mine, this is so I thought I'd die. All over now, hand in the sky.
See, so you have been singing those lines, the first one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, because that's what we're supposed to do. But you haven't really thought about where this story is going. Okay? Wait, start there again, that last bit. I never talk it again for me.
I walked away and said goodbye. How tasty was
Okay,
the time.
well, you walked away. This is a different thought. What did you do? Say it with her.
I walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. How tasty was the time. Oh my, it's just so hard.
As soon as you said, oh my was like, oh my. Do you see, not oh my. Do you see, I was hasty, wasn't I, oh my? Does that make sense to you? I was hasty, wasn't I, oh my? And then what? So I thought I'd die. This is a bit of drama. I think it's a little bit of melodrama, in fact, don't you? I thought I'd die. Then what?
Oh, now, head in the sky.
And is that c'est la vie? It's we're just with more, this couldn't be any more fun, is that right? And so I don't feel all those things. I think it just feels like a little bit like my director said, sing this line and sing this one a little bit louder and a little bit louder and a little bit louder. Bring it back just a little bit and then let it go at the end. Do you see what I mean? It sounds very and looks very technical. Now tell the story this time.
I walk away.
2, 3, 4.
I walked away and said goodbye, goodbye. I tasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, and the sky, I'm missing.
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
It's not soft, is it?
wait, is the word die supposed to be softer? And then I think you brought it back after that, didn't you?
Hey, stop.
And then it came back a little bit. Well, die is
Dying.
Dying. Thank you. Dying seems to be dying. And I think part of it also is not finishing the word. Thought I'd die. Die. It's a diphthong. So it's got to be, it's the top of your, oh my God. Right? It's the top of that. The feeling is, the character is, the story is, and we're not completely finishing that word. We're not taking the dynamic to the top. Then she pulled it back a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's what the plan is. And it could it be you're out of air? Could it be you don't have enough energy yet? Let's find out. Let's find out. Play around.
Are you okay with that for all tonight?
I think they did pretty well. They came in eventually. 2, 3, 4.
I walked away and said goodbye, goodbye. I tasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, had the sky, I'll never say never again.
Well done. That was it. So that we have to make sure we keep that. Now, when you move on and you do the hat in the sky, which you did really well, the very next thing I saw was very good choreography. Oh, thank you for that choreography. Hat in the sky was so natural. Da, 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 da. Did you see? It screamed, watch my great choreography. You see? And that is not what you want to scream. You want to have that same feeling out in the sky. Da, 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 da. It's got to be playful. It's got to be, it can't be, the choreographer said, drag my arm up and over, palm up to the side of my body. That's what I read on your forehead. Okay, let's finish that with the great personality and story it deserves. 2, 3, 4.
I walked away and said goodbye, goodbye. Tasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, had the sky, I'll never say never again. 'Cause here I am in love again, hopelessly in love again with you. Oh my baby, it's
Oh, they liked the my. You were very good at my. That was fun. That was sassy pants. I liked that a lot. Good for you. And didn't you do a fabulous job?
That made the hugest difference.
Can you just tell? It's a simple thing, my friends. But the name of the category is
showmanship.
So you see, you fell into the emphasizing the choreography instead of emphasizing the showmanship. Simple fix. When you just put your head in the game, you know, the game of telling the story instead of the game of doing the choreography. Well done. I stopped you here because I'd like to try a little something if I could. Because I believe that a real standout place in this song is dying. I mean, I think it's funny. I think it's fun, you know, because all of a sudden you start to get a little bit panicked on oh my, and then you take it all the way to the melodrama, and I kind of like it. And so, front row, will you do something for me? I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do. Don't panic, new people. This is just the way it works. She can't do anything wrong. Okay, you can't do anything wrong. And when what's the line before?
Bullets just oh my.
Oh my. After oh my, I just want you to start walking into a center grouping. Where are my bases? Okay. So we'll take the center of the front row and walk you more forward, okay? So for sound, and then we'll start feeling in. Because I don't want you to come out here in a straight line. I want you to come out in a bunch. You're coming out and go for a group. And I want you walking out, starting to worry about dying, and then you're going to be extremely melodramatic out here in your friend group. Okay? Let's just try it. And
I walked away.
2, 3, 4.
I walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. Hasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. Oh,
Yes, good. That's good. Try not to forget that. Good. Now, come a little bit, here's the track. Here's the track you want to go. Oh my, da, 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 because that's the rhythm. No. Think about who the character is. Oh my, you're in panic mode here. Do you see what I mean? Try it again. 2, 3, 4.
I walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. Hasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die.
That is the character.
Had the sky on this.
That was all about the hands. Yeah.
That was a better representation. Don't hurt anybody. You two do not argue for position there or anything. And you kind of are going to have to walk bigger steps. And I know you can't step on anybody. So who are the forward bases? Where are you? Oh, Helen, you're base, aren't you? Okay, so you're going to end up going forward too. So what we have to do is we have to just wait 1 second for her. You're going to get out of my way or we're going to step on you. So you got to bolt that way so we can bolt this way, okay? So we're coming in because they're going to be out there and we're coming in and taking this corner. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what's happening? Yes. You're coming in and taking this corner.
So you got long legs and
Base-
stuff.
Okay. Okay, but I don't want you guys standing in 4 in a row. Jackie, get down.
Don't be knees.
Right.
Not anymore.
Right, Robin, come up more in this window right here. See, you guys are in too straight of a line back there. Do you see what's happening? So, send somebody, you know what? I'll take Isabel. Yeah, I know. Run, girl. You're young.
Not all minutes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but you see what I mean? Some of you, depending where you have to go, will just be able to do that rhythm. Some of you will be dashing, right? Taking Mother Mary steps. It should look a little bit frantic, okay?
Just a little.
Try it again. 2, 3, 4.
Walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. Hasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die.
just another line before you trample each other. Let's just be a little kinder here. And so the next line is die, and then all over now. Okay, all over now. Go ahead and throw your hat in the sky and then go away. Throw your hat in the sky. Then sing. And no, you do it while you're here, and then you go back. After hat in the sky. Hat in the sky is here, and then in rhythm, you're just gonna play your way back to the riser. Try not to step on anybody on your way back. Let's see what happens. 2, 3, 4.
I walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. Tasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, and the sky, I'll never say never again, again. Here I am in love again.
Well done, front row. And you see how? And then you feel the power of the chorus behind you when you land on, but here I am, and right? And so that the timing will work just fine. They did a great job, didn't they? This is what we call, this kind of choreography here is theatrical in style. It's not planned where any of you do the exact same thing at the exact same time. You're theatrical in style as well on the risers. You're not all doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. I'm just drawing actually more attention to what you're doing. I know it's hard for you to believe, but it's true. By bringing them to the center, this takes the audience to the chorus on this move. And so I just think it'll be great for the sound and great for this time. I would like to see how it would look if we added you. Okay, so oh my, wasn't I? Is that the line?
Yes.
Stacey, wasn't I?
Oh my.
I'd like you to see. I don't know if and then you're just going to have to back up 2 steps to be in front of them. Stay, take 1 step Okay, let's do it again from row. So Carolyn can try a couple like this. 2, 3, 4.
I walked away and said goodbye, bye. Tasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, and the sky, I'll never say never again, again. 'Cause here I am in love again, hopelessly in love again with you.
That was pretty darn awesome. Comfortable for you?
Yes, it goes through my head, she said.
That's all right. So are you okay with seeing her? We'll give Caroline a couple more times to get it, it's her first time. And then she'll get her arms up a little higher so that she'll be backwards to you. Because I want her to work the audience. We want to score some more points by using our strength. Not all choruses have a director who is also a performer. That is, when you do have one, you use them as much as you possibly can. But you need to still be looking to her backside and her arms for direction there. Okay, she's still directing you. You went on and you said, here I am in love again. Is it hopelessly? We have a whole lot more hopelessly in that. I feel like you're not really telling, here's another big word that feels. Like, the best part about this was, when I was watching that, I thought, oh my gosh, I am so impressed with how you made me feel when you said, here I am in love again. Every one of you, the feeling was so solid that I got from you. But then when you flipped to hopelessly, I don't think they meant that. Do you know what I mean? And it might just be paling because the one before No Love was so fabulous. Do you see what I mean? hopelessly in love. Even though sound, it has to have H, it has to have air. Hopelessly in love again. There's a difference between here I am in love again, hopelessly in, right? Let's see if we can add contrast with that character. 2, 3, 4.
I walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. Tasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, heaven the sky, I'll never say never again, 'cause here I am in love again, hopelessly in love again with you. Oh my, baby, it's true. I walked away and said so long, got a bounce. I was strutting, proud and strong, I'm out. But you were right and I was wrong. Now I'm back once again, right where I belong. I'll never say never, say never. Thought that I was so clever. Here I am.
Well done. Great work, ladies. Did you feel the difference in hopelessly? Big difference. Big difference. Beautiful. Beautiful contrast. Great characterization. Lots of personality. I'm loving some of your personalities are just, I can't take my eyes off. I just can't take my eyes off you. This corner, I just can't take my eyes. Oh my God, you're spectacular. So much fun to watch. Now, I stopped you because the next thing was that one. You know which one? Oh, so clever. If you could consider that the move in this song and the sound and to be the biggest change in character of anything else, all of a sudden you literally become somebody else. Do you see what you literally become a how do we describe this? A professor with a pipe. Professor with a pipe. I do picture that. Sherlock Holmes. What are you very English?
Yes.
You're very English. Is your nose in the ear just a little bit? Are you very tall? And do you have excellent posture? Of course you would, wouldn't you? And then if you would make those moves, oh, so precise. They have to be clean as a whistle. Do you know what I mean? Without hurting your neck, literally a little snap. Do you know what I mean? I just think that would be so cool. I think that you see, you're making it sound that way, but it doesn't match what I hear. I mean, what I see. Do you see what I mean? I hear it. I hear that character. Isn't that interesting? I don't see that character. Kind of. I get it. I get what you were trying to do, but you went halfway. Let's go all the way.
Just it, right?
Yeah, somewhere before there.
From the English.
So I was pretty pleased with everything else.
Except for the front row has no idea what they're doing on the other.
I'm taking them away very
you're
soon.
taking them
I'm working
away.
on that right now. I'm taking them away. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never.
What happens when the second thing changes, you've got to know that each of them, the second one's just not coming out, the second split. So the tenors stay, everyone else moves. There are tenors you moving. Anyone else moving on the second one? Never say. That one's not coming through. Still.
2, 3, 4.
Never say never, thought that I was so clever. Here I am.
When exactly does the vocal inflection
Well,
start?
so we've changed the move slightly. So it used to be thought that I was
Okay.
so clever. But we've gone to the thought,
Okay.
getting this up because thought's a pillar chord and we wanted to make sure that we were locking it. So
Okay.
that was helping us.
That makes
with
perfect
but
sense to me.
That means that character is
Had to
really
start
in it.
there. So that's what I was missing. We just need to start that sound, right? And you get taller, and the hands come up very clean and sharp and precisely on the TH
of thought.
Let's do it
So
again.
all of that is English. Thought that I was also
Thought.
thought or thought. Or maybe thought. What is it?
I think it should be thought.
Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never, thought at heart.
When you sing the never say never say never say never, who starts singing? Who is not singing it? I should say. Oh, because you know what? The chorus performance was so fabulous in here and a little not in here. But in the barbershop craft, occasionally you don't sing. Sound stops. Have we not covered this? But what never, ever, ever stops? Whether you're singing it or not.
The second one's now a little bit loud. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never.
It starts on unison, so it's going to start softer because that's how it's being arranged. Okay? Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never, thought that I was ever so clever. Here I am in love again with you, only you. Never say never to love again, never again, never again, never again.
Okay, is that a new move? No?
You did that move.
Did I?
Just like
I think I don't think you should pay me. Because that move really sucked. No, it didn't.
But we don't know what to do next.
Okay.
So the whole
No. All I was concerned about was that I was worried that you got, when you do this thing, you feel like the sound kind of stops you. Do you feel like, you know, and we want this rhythm to be coming, and that's not your fault, because someone told you to do that move. And then someone told you to do that move over here. And then you have all this action. It's such fun! I know. So, where is it?
there's a lot of never say, never say, never say.
Oh, there's just a million and they know which one it is.
Okay, should we go from the
No, but let's do this. I want you to just delete that, bookends, delete that move, everyone come in at the end with this. Okay? Tons of personality. I want to see 2 hands going. What are the words? Never again. You see what I mean? It just has to be real. Okay, fine.
But if you're doing this, you look like you're playing with glue. Never again. So just think about what you're doing.
Yes, it's out here. What you're doing is pleading. Never. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what you're saying. You know that. Let's let them try it. See if we need something. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never, thought that I was ever so clever. Here I am in love again with you.
Tempo, because it doesn't actually look hard, you know. Cool.
2, 3, 4.
Never say never, thought that I was ever so clever. Here I am in love again with you, only you. Never say never to love again, never again, never again, never again.
Okay. I like it better. I just like it being a little bit more natural and just keeping the nevers rocking and rolling. And so forgive me for putting that move in. There was a reason at the time, but I don't know what it was. And we don't need it anymore for sure. I'd like to I'd like to just do something a little bit else with the tag, because it was. Did I do that tag too? Sure I did. No, I know we want solid singing there, and that's pretty important. Just sing that section for me again and let me see. Work really hard to show me what you are planning to do on the tag, because I don't really see any plan at all. Is that living style?
We used to go in and out, so do what you used to do.
Okay, let me just see. Let me see it again. It's not helping sound.
From then,
2, 3, 4.
Never say never, say never. Thought that I was ever so clever. Here I am.
in the team for please. Here we go. Slow it down.
2, 3, 4.
Never say never, say never, say never. Thought that I was ever so clever. Here I am in love again with you. Only you. Never, never say never to love again. Never again, never again, never
You just added the natural, it had the natural weight shift in it. Had the natural weight shift in it. I just think for sound, it wouldn't hurt to have that natural weight shift back in there. I know it's been boring, but we've just done so many exciting things that it's okay. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, the natural weight shift happens really because of sound. Okay, really because of sound. So we just did the never again, and then there's a post, is that right? Never up. So what you do is you shift your inside foot. So for this side of the risers, we're going to shift our left foot, and you're going to shift. We're going to shift our right foot. And so what you do is you just hydraulic your body back as if you were taking your inside shoulder right to, who sent her? Judy. To Judy. Yeah. Just to that line in the center. That's right. You lean towards that. And then the final again just comes right back and writes that same line out to the audience. What I don't want it to look like is this. A final spread with your hands. Okay? It has to say again. You remember how again just looked like this? Remember what it looked like that? That's what the last move is going to look like. Do you see what I mean? I'm sorry that I can't use the song. Do you know what I mean? Again, never again, never again, never. You see, it has to be that expressive, and not just do this. It can't be the final choreography move. It has to say no way, never again. Okay, try it.
What way are you going to do?
Backwards. Literally backwards.
Yeah, but what way out?
Backwards, so I can do whatever you want, but
What
right
do you
now I'm
want to
just
do?
going backwards. Yeah.
Did I have you lean back, Judy? Do you remember, or did I have you pick a
I
side?
wasn't in the middle.
Okay.
Last time it was
Lean back.
middle was the back. We
Okay.
just rocked back and forth.
Okay, so shift back and shift forward. We're only talking about the 3 people in the center. I'm only talking
So
about
we
the
don't
people.
slow.
We stay front on.
So
Front
yes.
on.
Yes.
Okay, but let's try it.
Can we go from top that I don't know what to do?
Sorry,
Quick question, the pose should be like never again in the end.
correct.
Yeah. So both hands can we use or just one hand?
As many hands as you want. One hand, 2 hands, whatever feels right. It just has so much personality. Sure.
The thought that I was so clever, if we're singing it with the English, does that mean we've got all the T's and that's it?
That would be a question that goes to Carolyn.
I think you need to be quite crystalline because the change in the
Very
character.
nice, yes.
Soft, high, with oops and
Yeah, the main thing about that one is that it happens, that there's a big change. Remember, that's going to be your biggest character change. So there's a big change from this kind of selling it to a whole nother person arrives on thought. Okay? Okay, let's go. I know I'm going to give you a lot of details because I'm still 2, 3, 4.
Never say never, say never, thought that I was ever so clever. Here I am in love again with you. Oh, baby, never say never to love again. Never again, never again, never again.
Do not slow down until the triplet. And there's a million nevers we need to get through all those nevers.
Yes,
We're going to rhyme it, even actually a sense of being faster. Okay, here we go.
It makes it so much more exciting.
It does.
I agree.
Here we go.
2, 3, 4.
Never say never, thought that I was ever so clever. Here I am in love again with you. Oh, you never say never to love again. Never again, never again, never again.
Well done. Well done. Well done. We'll clean that up. I just wanted to see the idea. Okay? What I'd like you to do is, I don't know if you want to give the chorus a 15-minute break or what, but I'd like to have a few minutes with the front row.
Okay.
Is that all right, front row? Can you handle it?
Excellent.
Grab your water.
Love it.
Okay, can we go in there?
Yes, you
Okay,
may.
we'll go in there.
I think that's good.
Okay.
So,
Great chorus. Great work.
everyone else, we're not moving, we're not being dismissed, we're not having a break. We get paid.
I guess we are. Here on kisses. It's here. Kissing. I think lots of people are just going here. Instead of
Okay, sorry, is that yes?
One of the things we're going to get to Tuesday, do a flick, do you freeze, do you stand still?
Oh, okay, so you go and you'll see what I do,
Yeah.
and you kind of do a little flip with it, and you hold it until I release it. But no doubt she'll speed it at the time on it. So what Shelley was just talking about is our hand move. The hand doesn't land on the shoulder from here, it's travelling. Here I'm kissing you.
That's right.
here on.
Yeah,
I think
it would be
you.
easier. So
then-
here on kissing you. So you're not
Yeah.
just standing there?
So if you're moving it through on here, then also remind you to not breathe because you're moving your hands. So can we just do it a few times and you'll see. Do it and come out and show you. So we go from the first lever because it's quite early.
Never say kiss you again.
Just quickly. Very quickly. So then we're just saying that move we put the hands on the shoulders. We're going to do here I'm kissing. So the idea is that you land on the word kissing. Okay? See how it works. 2, 3, 4. Then
Sorry, so the arms are going to
go from the 2, 3, 4.
Never say never again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again.
Never say never again. Talk on there. 2, 3, 4. Never say never again.
Here I'm kissing you again.
Sorry, try it again. 2, 3, 4. Never say never. Just talking. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again.
Good. One more time. Sorry, guess I need to kiss you again.
Never
Say never kiss.
Oh, yes. 2, 3, 4. Never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. So I want you to really try with that arm to kind of take the longest route. Never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. So it's much less here, pause, bump. Here I'm kissing you. It's a much more fluid move. Okay, connect all the way through. One more time to pull through. 2, 3, 4. Never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. Excellent, remember? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing. Okay, thanks, Johnny. That works really well, ladies, because it means the whole thing is connected and it's much less choreo and more about showmanship because it's all connected away from it. So can we sing it?
Probably how it was designed and morphed.
I think quite probably. We'll just need to teach quite right.
I'm just not sure, you know, this is what we've just been doing, never, what weird term is it?
Oh. Never say never kiss you. You. Okay. Any other questions about it? Okay, here we go. Pitch. Have a listen. Start. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never again, again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I said.
But now I'm going to pass you through the into another in slow-mo. Here we go. Pitch. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never again, again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I said. I never. Oh my baby, I'm telling you
What's
true.
really good is it should help you put a bit of emphasis on the word kissing. Because that's a little bit, here I'm kissing you again. So use that to help you get the hook in the explosive consonant when you kiss it.
That's quality.
Go on.
My head, is it, where is it?
It may.
It's looking at you.
Yeah. Secretion, anything else?
Carol, sorry, just from back here. If you can't touch the other person's shoulder, don't. Just put your hand up.
Yeah, just doesn't matter if it's not touching. Yeah. It gives the illusion of. Here we go. 2, 3, oh, okay, sorry.
Never
2, 3, 4.
say never again, again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. You, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you
I
again.
need a lot more on the kissing. Here I'm kissing you. Really get it out there, and that's in your hand go. Good energy, ladies. Well done. There. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I said. I never.
If you try and make more of the kick in the kissing and not the s in the kissing. Here I'm kissing you.
It almost sounds like a kiss if you do it like that.
Yeah. I hate to think of your kissing Tony like that.
Sometimes.
Here I'm kissing you. We can almost make it percussive. being looking like it's technical. Percussively emotional. There. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Never say never again, again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I said I never. Oh, my baby, I'm telling you true. Oh, I walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. Hasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, head in the sky, I'll never say never again, again. 'Cause here I am in love again, hopelessly in love again with you. Oh my baby.
There are a couple of really key places in this where we have tempo issues. Turn and talk to your partner so we can identify them. Because on the international or even regional or any stage, I cannot do this. Because it's actually illegal. You get totally paid, you're not allowed to make those sorts of sounds. Plus it's really good. Kristen.
Any of those triplets, we seem to drag the triplets every time we use
And there's only one that we are dragging, which is that very last one. But any other triplets need to be faster in the tempo. Thank you. Another place, Lily.
Anytime we get quiet, like hopelessly.
Anytime you get quiet. So you need to know you've got that internal metronome going. Okay? Because you know the tempo, but you need to be really mindful of it. So we've got this bit, which is no longer around the arm, but it's still there. And then that next bit is still pretty slow, even though you're crescendoing. And then you get back into it. It's kind of like, oh, you've got this little bit. And then here we go again. And then here we go again. And so you've got to remember, our aim is that the judge in the pit, probably the music judge, wants to tap her foot the whole entire time. Because we don't have a stomp section in the song. So we don't have a section where we go to half time. Even then, she should sort of be able to tap her foot because it's just half time. Okay, until we get to that triplet at the end. And obviously the introduction is legato style, so that's okay. But from the get-go, this needs to keep going. Now I can sit here and be timed till the cows come home, but I'm not singing, and at the end of the day, that's really not going to achieve much. Who's in charge of tempo?
Yeah.
You are.
Can
Used to be that we... Pardon?
Can we secretly tap? Are we allowed to?
Well, as long as you don't tend to do this, so it's a matter of, I think you just need to have an internal sort of feel for it. And the showmanship helps, because you shouldn't be moving in time. But I think also being conscious, in fact using the cognizant, which we know is like least favourite principle using, conscious of those passages that are our tracks. So knowing where the triplets are, knowing, okay, I've got to be mindful of my tempo here. Oh, we're a bit soft here, so okay, this is another track. Okay, so you need to start thinking about those. Here we go, from there.
Never,
2, 3, 4.
never say never again, again. Here I am in love again.
And you are now singing the best you've sung all night. No, I think we've gone back to some shower singing because we're thinking about the bajillion other things. However, I still want this. Here we go. Sorry, dear.
Never, never say never
anything that come in. A reminder, we'll do this move that our fingers stay still. We're not going to do oh so clever. That takes away from your head. So that obviously if you've got bra, you won't get them into bras. It's just fist really, so it looks like you're holding onto braces or something, I'm guessing. Just there, yeah.
We won't have these to hang on to.
No, you won't. So don't. So just kind of give you a bit that you're holding onto braces, I think. Okay. So can we go from the unison? And let's see if we can get that tempo right to the end. Unison.
Oh, right.
Oh, my fault, sorry. Oh, 2, 3, 4.
Never say never, say never, thought that I was so clever. Here I am in love again.
So this is really quite a still move, right? Everything is upright and still except for the head. So as soon as you hit the here I am in love again, you've got to have that this bigger character change back again. You know how Lynne said that's a huge character change? You've got to flip it back to the old one. And it's got to be a bigger flip so that we're going to go, oh. Okay? Here we go.
Never say never, say never, thought that I was so clever. Here I am in love again with you, only you. Never say never to love again, never again, never again, never again.
And you need to make sure you've got breath for everything because if you're in tune, I'm going to hold it for a very, very long time. Okay, so that was much better. So those, once we get past the oh so clever, here I am in love again with you, only you, never. Now, I really want you to pick the tempo up there. Okay, it's just a smidge faster. Okay, from the unison. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never, say never, thought that I was so clever. Here I am in love again with you, only you. Never say never to love again, never again, never again, never again.
Yeah, we might work on that time and see it last bit. So did you get that feel that time? And blah blah blah. So the challenge now is going to be the first one's still got to be softer. So you've got the oh so clever, here I am alone with you, only you never say never to love. So it's got to be energized but soft. Okay, you've got to get that tempo. Here we go. You were correct, here we go. Sorry. 2, 3, 4.
Never say never, say never, thought that I was so clever. Here I am in love again with you, only you. Never say never to love again, never again, never again, never again.
name, but it's just a twist. So when we do the never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing. So you just put the move on. Here I'm kissing the knees up on the shoulder on the kiss. And it's a really explosive thing. You leave the room for 20 good. Yeah, I get it. So here we go. Okay. So front row, it's never say, so let's just move it through. Never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. So we've just linked it through. So here I'm kissing you. So it's all one big move instead of here, pause, back. Yeah?
Very good idea.
And that will help with the breath that was Shelley's.
Yes, I think it will. It's an excellent idea. Good work.
So can we try it from the pitch? From the never? 2, 3, 4.
Never say never again, again. Here I am in love again. Head over heels in love again. With you, my baby, nobody but you. I'll never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I said I'd never do. Oh, my baby, I'm telling you true. Oh, I walked away and said goodbye, goodbye. Casey wasn't I? Oh, my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, head in the sky. I'll never say never again, again. 'Cause here I am in love again. Hopelessly in love again with you. Oh, my, baby, it's true. I walked away and said so long. Gotta bounce. I'm strutting, proud and strong. I'm out to do right, and I was wrong. Now back once again, right where I belong. I'll never say never, say never, say never. Oh,
Sorry.
That's right, that's fine.
Let me see where you did that. Okay, let me see where you did that. Where we
Can we go from never say never kiss to the give another shot? 2, 3, 4.
never say never kiss you again. Here I'm kissing you again. That's just the thing I said I'd never do. Oh, my baby, I'm telling you true. Oh, I walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. Casey, you wasn't I. Oh, my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, head in the sky. I'll never say never again, again. 'Cause here I am in love again. Hopelessly in love again with you. Oh, my, baby, it's true. I walked away and said so long. Gotta bounce. I'm strutting, proud and strong. I'm out to do right, and I was wrong.
Thank you. I asked her to show me what she did before because I didn't remember that I had.
But I don't have to do this.
You're not going to do
I'm
that.
not going to do that.
Yeah.
I've got my
You're going to do
dying
the other
version.
one instead. You're going to do the other one instead. Okay. Okay. Now sing the same thing again so they can
It's a
try.
dangerous sport.
So they can try their new move.
I won't mark it up.
Girls on the front row, you have to promise me that you will not have all that crap at the risers each week. I cannot tell you how many of us have broken something, tripping on stuff on the rise, in front of the risers and on the risers. Same for you, my loves. We really have to get in the habit of not having it on the risers. We've had too many broken arms and ankles from tripping on water bottles and things. Find another way to handle it, but particularly front row. And I know front row.
Have I got the bags for you?
I know, yeah, gorgeous bags. I know you need to stay away from the risers a little bit more, and you might need to put down some masking tape on the floor for a little while to remind you that you're too close to the riser. You know, yeah. So let's practice with some masking tape on the floor next week, and thank you. Clean up I don't want anybody getting hurt. Okay, try again. You know, part of the problem, by the way, I know, I can't believe this doesn't drive me crazy. The risers.
Oh, we know.
Oh, okay.
It's because we don't have another one like that. No, you should have been here last
Well,
week.
see, that's
Last
why,
week I
see, I
meant to
was
say,
ready to
yeah.
yell at them to come further away from the risers, but you're in the right spot. It's just that the riser is not the same as it is over there. So, it's all right, it's all right. You're basically supposed to be 2 feet away from the risers. 2 feet, okay? 2 feet. 2 feet. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. We go from the beginning.
No. That, I just want to do that same spot so they can practice their new move one time without you interfering.
Alright. So we'll do the bit about being hasty and dying. What happens before that?
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. 2, 3, 4.
Walked away and said goodbye, bye-bye. Hasty wasn't I, oh my, missed you so I thought I'd die. All over now, hat in the sky, I'll never say never again, 'cause here I am in love again, hopelessly in love again with you. Oh my, baby, it's true. I walked away and said so long, you're bounce. I'm strutting, proud and strong. I'm out to do right and I was wrong. Now I'm back once again, right where I belong. I'll never say never, say never, say never. Thought that I was ever so clever. Here I am in love again with you. Oh, only you. Never say never to love again. Never again, never again, never again.
So the last thing I want to remind you, my friends, is that last move, that the purpose of using your hydraulics to take you back is because she pulls the sound back just ever so. It's just tiny. Before we give the big final grow in that dynamic, right? So you set it up by coming back to prepare for singing it, not too loud, and then getting louder, coming forward, and then getting louder, and then the hands getting higher, and then the hands getting higher so that you can get louder so that it can end the biggest. That's why you do that. We've got to connect our good, solid singing of that last chord to the movement. The movement is really designed, this is true, this is just the truth. This last move is not about character, it's not really about the story. We're going to do our best to make it about the story, but it's really about sound, because from a scoring standpoint, the end of the song is the most important place from a scoring standpoint. The end of the intro and the end of the tag. Okay? So remember to connect your best voice to that tag as you continue to work it, okay? I'm very pleased with the polished points we've done on the song. How about you? You're good? You're good? How much time do we have?
As much as you like.
Okay. I'm not flying up till tomorrow.
Oh.
Not off the pressure till tomorrow. So let me just ask you something. Can you just sit for 1 minute on the risers? Just sit or on the floor? Or wherever you need to. Okay, let me ask you a few questions. What did you get? Tell me some of the things you got from the session on this song tonight. What you learned, or what you pick up, or what you find. I'm so happy you got that, because that is so important. It's just, we're just not going to grow as performers if we just don't feel okay to try something new. You can't go wrong when you do that. I'm so glad you got that. And did you try something new tonight? Anybody else try something new tonight along the way? Oh, good. I love those hands.
Sharing the energy while applause.
Are you all absolutely convinced, and there is no doubt in your mind, that energy can be shared, and that's really part of our job, is to the more we have, the more it will travel throughout the risers and help your singing sisters. And isn't that awesome? Good things you get from tonight. What else?
Even if you're getting more used to it, try something else, get better.
Because we get on autopilot and stale when we just, even if we think we've found a way for it to look great and it's comfortable, and if you aren't careful, it will and it'll get boring for you. And it'll get boring for you. And especially when you take songs back, which by the way is a very, very smart thing to do. I've told you this before, my chorus, 2 times international champs. I think we have a second and 2/3 as well. And we took back Sweet Georgia Brown, I am not exaggerating, 9 times. Regional, international, 9 times. Because you have to understand that there's always more to be had. We each of us had to take it to a new level. After that many times, Georgia was older. She wasn't even the same character anymore. I was older. Each and every one of us. Do you see what I mean? And we took a more mature approach to her as we got older. But there was still more to be had in this song. And it's a very smart thing to do when you're a highly competitive chorus. You take those notes from those judges and you use them to elevate it to the next level. Not to go back and do the same thing over again. Do you see what I'm saying? So you did a lot of elevating tonight, that's for sure. What else did you get from this session in this song in particular?
It's not choreography, and to get to showmanship, you need to bring all of that stuff.
We're keeping you. Because that was a beautiful way to sum up this category. That's exactly right. And not that there isn't great choreography in the song. We know that there is. But you executed it in a way that didn't look like choreography, that looked like the story. And that's where the showmanship is. You're absolutely right. And please never let go of that concept, no matter what the song. I don't care contest, I don't care ballad, I don't care up tune, it doesn't matter. That really is the goal. That really is the goal.
Right. Pitch note is the starting point of the song.
It is the song. We kind of have to think of it as a song, right? That's a great way to say it. It's the starting point of the song, even though the song hasn't started yet. If we start telling the story with the pitch first, if we turn that in, because you all told me that what you wanted to do was get the audience's attention. You wanted the audience to be on your side. You wanted the audience to step and pay attention and go, oh, I want to see what's coming next. And that happens on the pitch. But we can see you. We can hear you. It's not like you're hiding, and then all of a sudden the song starts. Oh, now they're going to tell the story. No, you are absolutely right. Every song we sing starts, the story starts on the page. Smart people. What else did you get from this today?
Rehearse the performance, but in essence, perform the rehearsal.
Cindy just got me. Cindy just went low. She went high, she went low. Would you like to say that again?
Can I get it right again? I was thinking about it for a little while.
Go ahead.
But rehearse the performance, but in essence, perform the rehearsal.
What is Cindy is saying to you is that they're the same. That there's no difference. That when every single time we rehearse, we are in fact performing. There we go. Done. Let's see. Anything else?
I had a specific, I was interpreting Vaughn and Dying completely differently,
Oh.
and completely changed the way I sing them.
Well, you know, I did change the, by the way, I checked that out with your director. You know that I always check it and make sure she likes it as much as I do. This is her vision coming to life here. I wish you could see what she was doing. It's pretty cute. Well, you will eventually. But I kind of think that because of the way I changed the move, it did probably change the way we look at that a little bit. But again, my underlying thought that I don't always tell you about was for sound. Die was dying. But when you are that involved in it, it lifts it. It lifts it. And I think it adds personality. You know, one of the things that I try to do, and I certainly know you well, I certainly do, is try to find opportunities for the audience to see fault line. Look, you already know, for those of you that are new, many choruses will sing the same music. There are some really good, strong contest songs, and often choruses choose the same ones. We weren't the only ones that sang Sweet Georgia Brown or anything we've ever sung. Do you see what I mean? So when you bring your chorus's personality to it, it becomes your own. It sets you apart. And so that's why I'm asking you to go over the top on some of these theatrical and style places in the song where we really get to meet you. Where you're not asked to do the exact same thing as everybody else. I really get to see a little piece of each and every one of your personality. Therefore, I get to meet fault line also. It's very cool. What else?
I can make it when you're done troubleshooting.
For those of you who are standing on the risers and you don't get the opportunity, I understand you're supposed to be watching your director at all times. I appreciate that you do that. But I get to stand down here and watch the amazing growth in a few hours. And can I just say that of all the new people on the risers, no one would have ever known you were new to us. Because, and I know that it couldn't possibly feel comfortable for everybody. There was some faking it till you make it. There was some, I'm just going to go for it and not worry about what anybody thinks. And you fit in so beautifully, and I'm so proud of you. And you are absolutely right. That made you look like you've been doing this 1,000 years. And how about for some of us oldies but goodies who this does come comfortable for? Are there not moments where there's a little bit of acting? Are there not moments? Of course there are. There are. It's actually a great tool. We always want to go for honesty and feeling the love, you know, and the words that feel. We always want to go for that. That's certainly the goal because audiences are very, very sophisticated. And audiences know the difference between when you're faking us and if you fake us for too long and when it really is from your heart. And of course the goal is to bring it from your heart always. But yes, I'm so pleased with that progress in that area. Anything else you learned tonight?
Use people on the side of what you do.
Well, that was a really good way of saying it, Christine, because, yeah, I want to blend into my neighborhood, but I also want somebody to challenge me, to be better, to be more comfortable, it does lift your game, doesn't it? I actually love this about Sweet Adelines. I think it's women supporting women. I think it's us lifting each other. I think it's us finding out on these silly risers that we can do anything we want to do. And you're absolutely right about that. Let's continue to just grow together and lift each other. What else did you learn?
The storyline never stops.
Does the story ever stop? Your sound might, but the story doesn't. Absolutely right.
Analysing each word, because the song's like a friend, or you begin a relationship with a song, and to start with, like it is for me, it's like very technical. It's like a bunch of words, but I just try and make it till I fake it, but all of a sudden when you start picking out a word, what's hopelessly in love with me, oh man, that's just hopelessly, in love, and how do you express that, like just analysing each word and feeling what it's meant for me.
You're bit by the bug because yeah, I believe that is also what sets our craft apart from choirs who just hold music and basically sing words and notes. But we literally perform and analyze it and think about our story and how we want to tell it. But we have to have unity. So we have to talk about it together, and we have to we all have to tell a similar story so that we create unity. You are absolutely right, and I think that that's one of the cool parts that I know kept me, that got me hooked, because I liked that part of it, you know. Anything else? Shirley?
So just a little learning about something that you said that stuck in my head, and was that the most important part is between the intro and the start of the song and the end of the song and the tag. And that's a really important thing to focus on, because you get through this amazing intro and then you think, hey, with that.
Yeah. You're absolutely right about that.
And then you forget to keep the momentum moving.
That's right, and there's the whole story in between. And remember the way I worded that, Shirley, it's from a scoring standpoint. I'm just talking about our scoring system. With our scoring system, the judges are trained to write down your level, that's a letter. Write down your level at the end of the intro. And at the end of the tag, they're trained to decide on the number within that level that they chose in the beginning. So you want that level to be high to begin with, and at the end, you hope that you get the highest number possible within that level. And they base that on the beginning of after the intro, they make that decision on your level, and at the end, they're thinking, well, holy cow, that they started like, are you kidding me, A, and then it just didn't quite go, you know, lost a little tempo, a little energy, didn't quite have the stamina, and by the end of the tag, you're going to get lower points in that level, you see, or, oh my God, what came out of the A was unbelievable, wowed me like crazy, and then you aren't going to believe this, it got even better in the story. You should have seen the story, but here it went there. The sound just amazing telling that story. And then they were not done. At the tag, they just shut the room down. The roof came off. You're going to get numbers of A+.
So it is possible to score you at the intro if you just get better and better, that you actually can move up.
Oh, yes, you betcha. You're going to get higher points. They can't change that level. But see, in the levels, let's say A.
So they don't score you
There are
A+.
points in A- and there are points in A+, or they're solid A. So you are going to end up in one of those three. You're going to remain solid A, or you're going to move down to points in A-, or you're going to move up to A+.
But if they level you at, say, a B, and then they think that the rest of your performance will up to an A because the beginning is
No,
A,
you're in B. That's why the intro is so important. You said it there.
Well, and they're trained to do it that fast, aren't they?
That's
They-
right.
They listen and they
That's
watch
right.
leveling DVDs, which we've got some that we can show you, and so they know very quickly, because it's fresh, what each of those levels looks and sounds like.
That's right.
So that's why they can make that judgment call.
They
Well, I
really
guess the point is that if you start with a high level B intro, you don't deserve an A as long as you
Well, not necessarily true, but you've got to show what you are capable of right from the start. Okay? Yes.
I just wanted to say that I've probably been on board for quite up for some time. So this has been, and I haven't realised, to be honest, I'm like,
Yes.
but actually this has been a really good opportunity to kind of reset and kind of go up here, not just with showmanship,
Yes.
but generally. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I certainly know what you
Get
mean.
the adrenaline back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
energy
almost remind us how much fun the song was, if nothing else, you know what I mean, to make us want, you need a break from it. When you do songs over and over, you need a break from it, but then you bring it back, it's a little bit fresh, and you change a couple of things, but it's your attitude towards it, that you're absolutely right, that you have to recognize you've got to get back to finding the, new people, you don't realize it, but you're extra excited because you don't really have anything else to compare it with, and your energy rubs off on us. You remind us of how we felt our first time, you know what I mean? So we really appreciate your energy and telling us how fun this is for you. That's cool for us. Anyway, I can see that you've learned a lot, and I want you to hold on to these
things. I want you to hold on to these concepts and these skills. I want you to think about it as the week goes on. I want you to ask yourself, what are you prepared to do maybe during the week? And absolutely. Tomorrow night, sorry. Maybe during the day. In the toilet at work. Can you just, run through this once? I have a theory because, as you guys know, I travel. I'm in a different course almost every night. And so when I'm away from home, when do I rehearse my stuff? Well, I figured out that there are two things I am always going to do without fail. I'm going to go to bed somewhere in the world every night, and I'm going to have a shower in someone's shower every morning. So before I go to bed, I close my eyes, and I do my own music and stories and choreography of my course, so that I can constantly be keeping up with them and their high level of performance. And then in the morning, I perform it in some of your showers. And I just do it once. So that I can keep it fresh, so that I can try something new, that I can remind myself that I can be maybe just even a little bit better than before I get to rehearsal, by keeping it fresh for me as well. And you know that one of our most difficult things to do is retention. We're always so frustrated. We have a great coaching session like this, and we come back next week and we're like, does anybody remember what she said? Does anybody remember what we did? Do you know what I mean? Well, look, there's a lot of human nature in us, and we have busy lives, and this is, believe it or not the only thing in our life. And so that's all natural. But I promise you, I've studied A-level and higher courses. I thought I would just do this for fun. And I started making a list of what were the themes, no matter what size, no matter where I was in the world. Choruses from all over the world. Most of you know I coach in a lot of countries. But what were the A-level to A-plus choruses? What did they have in common? What did they do? What kind of things did they have in common? And guess what one of them is? Retention. They've learned that they have to do homework, and they have figured out how to do it. Because they've figured out what their learning style is, so that during the week they can somehow rehearse a little bit, so that when they come back the next week, they have retained whatever new thing she said. She talked today. Now, see, this is what I would do if I wanted to be a course member improving. I would say to myself tonight when I went to bed, what did Carolyn say more than once that she needed from us? Does anyone even have to ask? It was tempo. And then I heard one other thing. It was pitch. It was pitch in a couple of spots, and they were in the same spots. So I would say to myself, by golly, I probably say a different word than golly. By golly, next week when I come back, I'm giving that woman tempo. I'm not gonna give her a reason to have to tell me again. It's not in tempo. I'm not stupid. I'm gonna retain that next week.
Well, tomorrow will.
Okay, tomorrow. But you see what I mean? They're little things that we just forget. We don't think about. Think about the things your director repeats after rehearsal that needs more attention. Listen to her patience. I'm a director. I was a director. I'm not currently. Do you see what I mean? It requires a lot of patience to very kindly say,
Just get it right.
and so Another thing to think about, and I found out that those A-level courses have figured out how to do that, so that when they come back, they've retained it and the director's not talking about tempo again. She gets to move on to something else now that you have to do. It's never going to end, by the way. You're never going to get to the end of the ride. There's always going to be something to improve. That's the cool part. That's the great challenge. That's what keeps you 47 years. Because I'm never done. Not to be done. So do you see all these great skills, ladies, that are up to you? They're completely up to you. I know it's late, but will you just sing me the ballad?
Stay with us.
Right now, it's It's my hands are full of drug. It's kicking me butt.
Okay, I'm just going to enjoy this and I'm going to say nothing more than, I know you have a story to tell. I know you want me to feel it. I know you want me to move you. I know you want me to want to be part of your story with you. I know you want to tell, I know you want every word to matter to you and to me. So I'm just going to sit back. In fact, I'm just going to be the audience and enjoy this.
And will the
Wow! Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, I had goosebumps. I really had goosebumps. Wow, just more of that. Just keep doing that, okay? Listen, enjoy the journey, ladies. You know I love being here, and I just do. I love you. I love this chorus. You know I love this lady so much. And I'm so happy to be here with you. You look at life a little bit differently, as all of you know. We all have. I wanted to share with you that my team of doctors, we have a team. I had to go through all of them before I was allowed to come this visit, and to give me the "you go girl" right sign, and everything was fine. And I was talking to every single one of them about my concern that I didn't have my usual energy level, and you know, you have to take drugs. You take these post-cancer drugs, which I think every night when I take them because they're going to keep it away from coming back, right? But they come with some pretty big side effects, and one of them is energy. And so I said to them, I'm really, really worried because, you know, that's what I do, and that's who I am. And what if I can't find it? It's not coming back. And every one of them explained to me that I had to accept I had a new normal, and that it might not come back quite the way it was. So I had a little trouble with that, and I had to think about that long and hard. And then I figured something out. I figured out that my new normal energy level is the same as regular people's now. Right? So now I'm normal too.
I wouldn't go that far.
You wouldn't go that far? No, that has gone way too
It's
far.
nothing normal.
So thank you for putting up with a little bit lower energy. I'm afraid it is my new normal. Is it more than normal still? I know, but you don't know I'm going to go die right now. No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't.
No. I mean,
those doctors would not be happy.
No.
She was figuratively speaking.
Yes. Anyway, listen, thank you. And please, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. It's a lot of months. It's not one contest. It's not one performance. It's a lifetime of joy. Trust me, I know this. Make every moment of it count. Make new memories every time. Hug somebody every chance you get. Find out that you can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. Share your gorgeous voices and your heart every week on these risers with each other. And I'll be back to share mine with you in September. Woo! This is gorgeous. Thank you. As soon as I heal my shoulders, going on. The last courses I coach here this month, I'm going to be wearing. Yeah.
So chorus for 9. We're just going to keep this going, and you can see why we're so excited to have Lynne, and we're just thrilled. We've booked in some dates in September, and we're really lucky we get a Wednesday night and a Thursday night, and then a whole Sunday. And then 2 days for you to recover. And once we send you out the dates, you might want to take Monday's annual leave. Because you thought that just a few hours, a whole day.
Maybe my real energy will be back by then.
So we're really thrilled. As I said to you in the lead up to them coming, she's probably Fault Line's longest standing.
Oldest.
No, longest. Not the oldest. And you can see why. And she just brings new energy every time, even through what she's been through. And it's just so exciting to know that she's well enough to travel and to share the love and energy that she does. So thank you for your time and for being brave and trying everything that she has suggested. And thank you for being here.
You're so welcome.
Good night.